Which jersey is Arthur Beetson wearing in his 2005 Select Power Legends Signatures card? A. Balmain, B. Easts, C. Redcliffe, D. Australia. Find out after the break. Welcome back. Did you select the right answer? Let's find out. Rugby league has long been a cornerstone of Australian sport. As the game's popularity continues to grow, so too does the demand for NRL-themed collectibles, especially trading cards.
Edmund Barton was the first Prime Minister of Australia, and this was his weekender. There's no better place to have my Dan's NRL Cumberland Oval bar than right here. I've got all sorts of game-worn jerseys and jackets from past rugby league legends. Collect the cans, tons of autographed memorabilia, just everything. Another thing I've been collecting is the rugby league bound volumes. I love the official released bound volumes. Rugby League News only came out in 1920, and I've been trying to collect all the bound volumes to fit in my library there. As much as I love all the rugby league memorabilia, my real passion is the rugby league cards. That was the first thing that I started to collect, and it's my pride and joy. I remember as a kid, I used to give my lunch money to another student who was knocking off his father's footy cards, and I was actually losing weight because I wasn't eating lunch. My mum was getting worried because I was actually getting skinnier and skinnier. What footy cards do, especially the old ones, it takes you back to when you were a child, when you were a young kid, and all the memories you have of collecting those footy cards. The earliest known cards we know are 1910, so they've been around for over 100 years. There is one set in particular that really interests me, from a lolly company back in the day. Right in front of me here, I've got a 1925 Canes Sweets Rugby League card collection. I've only been able to collect a handful of those. I really love the idea that these are not tobacco cards, they're something different. They're found in a packet of lollies. To have a card that's over 100 years old of some very famous players, or they might have played for clubs such as Glebe or University, there's not many footy cards of those teams. We've got some famous names here: Harold Holder, Frank McMillan, Snowy Ladder, all played for Australia. The average collectors would be familiar with Scanlon's bubblegum cards. Scanlon's bubblegum cards first came out in 1963. There was 18 cards in that set. They've got a beautiful colour background with the player running or an action shot. The 1963 Scanlons are so rare that even a very poor condition card is still going to spend $500 easy. To find a pristine card of Reg Gasnier, you're looking at $4,000. Late 80s, early 90s, rugby league card sets were basically one set of cards for the whole year. And then in 1994, dynamic marketing came in and the sets became something quite different. There were a lot of different chase cards, there were special gold cards, there were even gold cards with signatures on them, which are very rare and hard to get. It just completely revolutionised the collector's market. Managed to complete dynamic marketing in 1994, Series 1 and Series 2, complete master set. It's including all the error cards, promo cards, signature cards, and it's a great feeling. There's over 700 cards in that set. In 2008, 100 years of rugby league in Australia, Select released the Centenary set, which is the pinnacle of rugby league card collecting in Australia. There are a lot of different subsets, but the best thing about this set is the Immortals signature cards. These ones you can't even find anymore, and they retail for around $2,500 per card. Most of them have passed away now. Arthur Beetson, Johnny Raper, Graham Langlands, Reg Gasnier, some of the biggest names in rugby league, and all in one set. It's a fantastic set. Whilst rugby league cards are my passion, one of my prized possessions is the first ever Dally M trophy which was issued, and that was to Percy Knight. And the reason it was issued to him first is because it was the lower ranking Dally M trophy award, and it was issued to Balmain alphabetically, was the first team released as a favourite player. The grandeur of being the first ever Dally M, and to have it in my bar is definitely a talking point. It is one of the most recognised symbols of rugby league. I'm forever grateful. It sits in my bar and in pride and place on the Cumberland Oval Bar.